Hi Flosstube, I'm Tamara. I am PD Stitcher here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and this is my channel about CrossStitch. It has been a hot minute since I have been on here. I apologize. I know I did say the last video that I did that it might be a few weeks because we just had a lot going on with kids' activities and such. But I'm back. And I've got a good bit of progress to show on a few things and a couple of things that I've finished. So there's that. If you are new here, welcome. If you hang around for the whole video and you decide you want to continue to hang out and become one of my new stitchy friends, hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate that. I appreciate all of the subscribes, likes, comments. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you for those subscribes, likes, and comments. I thoroughly appreciate my stitching family here on Flosstube. So what do we have today? We have some finishes. I finished 3 of the Advent animals, and these are from Brooks Books Publishing, and I will try to remember to link that below. By the way, this is Flosstube 34, and today is Sunday, April 25th. It is the last week of April. And the last time I videoed was the first weekend of April. So it's, like I said, it's been a while. But my Whip Go goals this month were, one of them was to finish 5 of the Advent animals. And I've so far finished 3 that I'm going to show y'all. I have 2 to go, and I have a week to do it. I think I should be able to. All of them have been started. If you're new, I've shared this before. I'm doing them separately, and I'm not doing the numbers because I'm just going to do them as ornaments, not as an Advent calendar. And when I first bought the fabric, I bought a large piece of sterling. Picture this plus 32 count. And it wasn't big enough. So this is what I bought. And as you can see, I have all of them. Well, not all of them. I have them started. Each little one is started. But this wasn't going to be enough for 25. So then I had to get another piece. And everywhere, this was back at the height of the pandemic at the beginning of last summer, when finding fabric was difficult because supplies were low and all that other stuff. So I couldn't find sterling. So I got 32 count Nessie. So this is 32 count Nessie. The other is 32 count sterling. So let me get my backboard. I finished on Nessie. I finished Deborah Donkey. And I've also finished, as you can see, these other 3 in previous months. So that's those 4 on this piece. So I only have 3 more on this piece to do. And then I finished Pierre Penguin. And this one I had to do a little bit of recharting. Having some trouble holding things today. I had to do a little bit of recharting because, like I said, I'm not doing the numbers, and on the original chart, that table is supposed to be the number 7. And it looked a little weird with none of the others being numbers. So now it just looks like a T. I don't know if I could have recharted that any better to not look like a T, look like a table, but it works. So that's Pierre Penguin. And as you can see, I've got these other 4 across the top that I finished. And then I finished Pearly Pig this week because one of the prompts for Magical Stitches was to stitch on something with a pig. And she fit that prompt perfectly. So she's finished. And then I've got 2 more to do. And I was looking, I only have 5 days because the month ends on Friday. And one of those days I'm probably not going to get a lot of stitching, and I'll talk more about that when we get to life. But this alligator is almost done, so I'll probably work on him. And then maybe either the rabbit or the lion, just so that I can get 2 more finished that are almost done, and then I'll work on the rest in another month. There are 25. I think I've finished 4 on the other, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this one. 4 and 6 is 10, cause math. Right, Steph, from Just Keep Stitching? Cause math. So I finished 10, I have 15 to go. That's actually not too terrible. So those are my Advent animals. That's my Whip Go goal that I'm trying to work on. My other Whip Go goal was to get a page finish on Kernel in the Snow, which I showed because I got that done in the first 3 days of April. And I videoed on April 4th. So that one was done really fast, and this one has taken me a while. I don't know why. I haven't focused on them. I'm struggling with focus. So if you, and I'm going to get into that more when I get to plans, but right now the thought of being told this is what, even though nobody's really telling me this is what I have to work on, I'm telling me this is what I have to work on, and then I don't want to do it. The rebel in me, I suppose. So those are my 3 finishes. I told y'all I worked on a bunch of stuff over the last 3 weeks. 3 weeks, wow. Yes, it has been 3 weeks. Over the last 3 weeks, I've worked on a lot of things. So the first one is Shades of Autumn. And it will look like this. This is from Just CrossStitch magazine, October 2017. Sorry, I had to look at it. And I had already started this for Mania 2020. Yes, Mania 2020. And I started it on white. 16 count, I think, Ada. And then I messed up and I had to frog, and when I was frogging, I cut the fabric and put a big hole in it. So I had to restart it. I honestly think that was the best thing that I could have done because I love it on this. This is This is Color and Cotton's Monster Mash, 32 count. And I think these colors look spectacular on it. The oranges and yellows just pop on this purple. So I'm liking this so much better than I did on the white. It was a crunchy white Ada. I don't like crunchy fabric. I like to be able to do this and have it just kind of sit in my hand, and that Ada did not. So I don't stitch in hand. I know there are lots of people who do, and they find it very fast with the sewing method. I would love to be able to stitch fast, but the sewing method baffles me, and I can't stitch in hand because my tension is just not great. I don't like the tension of my stitches when I try and do it in hand. So I use a Q-snap or a hoop. So, but I just, even in a Q-snap, I don't like crunchy fabric. So if y'all can tell me an Ada that is not crunchy, maybe after it's been dyed, it gets less crunchy. I don't know, but I've yet to find an Ada that makes me happy. They always are crunchy. If you listen in headphones, I'm sorry for all that rattling, the crinkle crinkle. But if I don't put things back in the bag, I have a big mess, and it takes me forever to get stuff put away. So that was Shades of Autumn. That was one thing that I've worked on. And I didn't unzip my bags. I'm sorry. This is in my lovely Amazon clear bag, which I still want to put some stickers on to at least zhuzh it up a little bit, but I haven't done that yet. So this is Words to Live By from Tiny Modernist. And I'm doing the whole thing so that it will look like, it won't look like that unless I hang it upside down. So it'll look like this. And I've done these 3, and I'm on this one, which up close will look like this. It says, if you can dream it, you can do it. And this is on 32 count Chalkboard Black. I have no idea. Zweigert, I don't know who it's by. Like this. This is, I've almost finished this square. I'm trying, like I said, I've got goals, and meeting goals this month is just a struggle for me. I'm trying to finish 1 square a month. So, as I said, I started this on New Year, so this is my New Year, new start. start. And so I've done this one for January, February, March. This is my April block. I'm hoping to finish it by Friday as well. And to be honest, I think I should be able to do it. I just have the rest of these shooting star piece and then the words right here. That's really not that much. I should be able to finish that by Friday. And the 2 animals, if I focus. We'll see. We'll talk about that more in plans, if I can focus. So that's 2 things I've worked on. Like I said, I've worked on a few. I haven't worked on a lot, but I've got a lot of progress on the few that I've done. The next one is Angel of Freedom from Lavender and Lace. And it will ultimately look like this, hopefully. This is on 32 count Sweet Pea. I don't know the dyer. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm bad about that. I don't write them down. And if I don't, I've started writing them down. But this is my oldest whip. So whenever I've had to do penalty stitches in magical stitches, this has gotten love. So because it's my oldest whip and I didn't write stuff down so good back when I started, I don't know who it's by. But this is 32 count Sweet Pea. And this is where she is. I don't have very much left. I said that last time. And I've done a lot of work. There's some right here that goes out from her. And then all of this, I finished the little town. And then I have to go back in and do the bells and all these empty spaces in her dress are metallic. And I'm saving that for the end because I don't like to squish the metallic thread in my Q-snip. So that will be last. And it will probably take me forever because I hate stitching in metallic. I put it off. I procrastinate. It's a struggle. I'm learning to like metallic a little bit more. I've learned to, short lengths, take my time, all that stuff. I'll get there. I do admire those people who stitch with a lot of metallics. I know Garrett, Coffee Stitcher, does a lot of things in metallics. Good for him. I'm always impressed when I see his work because it's so beautiful. And I envy that he can do all of that in metallics. I, on the other hand, would probably want to throw it out the window. Maybe the more I use it, the more I like it. I tend to use a lot of just cotton floss. Then the last thing, so like I said, I didn't work on a lot of different items, but I worked a lot on the ones I've done. I worked on Christmas 2, which is artwork by Ciro Marchetti and charted by Haid. This one, I don't have the PDF. I have a hard copy. My son bought this for me a few years ago, and he bought the hard copy, which is fine. And it was charted with DMC 09 back before they made the changes to it. And then because he bought it and it was a print copy, we didn't get, or if he got it, he had no idea and probably deleted it. If he got an email from Haid, Heaven and Earth Designs, saying that, they've updated the chart without using DMC 09. And so when I bought the PDF to put on Pattern Keeper, it was recharted and it's completely different. And I had already done 2.5 pages, and those 2.5 pages were massively different from what I had done. So I didn't want to go back and start again because I'd already done such a good bit. Now, 2.5 pages out of 80-something pages doesn't really sound like a lot, but it was, and I don't want to restart. So I'm doing this one off of paper with a highlighter, but it's slow going. But this is what I've gotten. I finished this page this weekend and started on this one up here. And y'all, I love these colors. They're so bright. They pop so much. I cannot wait to get into down here where the nutcrackers and stuff will go, because I love nutcrackers. But there you go. Like I said, I finished it. I had most of this to do for the page, and then I started all of this and got a good bit of that new page started. So I feel like I got a lot of stitching done on the pieces, the few pieces that I've worked on. Sorry, I'm hitting stuff on my dining room table. So those are all my whips. Plans. I told y'all I'm struggling with focus. I have already planned all of my new starts for Mania. I did all of that at the beginning of April. And then the thought of starting 15 new projects made me want to throw myself under a bus. It just stressed me out so much. I'm not going to start a bunch of new things for Mania. I have a lot of things that I started last year for Mania that I still haven't finished, that I need to get some work on. I have everything. I have, I think, 13 projects kitted already. I'm not going to start them all. I'm going to start a couple as the mood hits me. Angie from the Hibernation Stitcher, she was talking a couple videos ago about Zen stitching, and that just spoke to me. There is no reason why stitching should stress me out. It's supposed to be enjoyable, it's supposed to be relaxing, and if it's stressing me out, I'm not doing it right. So this year I've decided I'm not doing Mania, and I hate it because I know that Stitch Mania, the group on Facebook, is closing after this year. Garrett and Katie have decided, they just can't continue it, and that is their complete and absolute right to do so. And I hate that I'm not going to participate this year because it is the last year. I just cannot. I just can't. I can't force myself to start a lot of new things. And I know that everybody does Mania their own way. I'll probably look at everybody's Mania things, and I'll still follow the hashtag on Instagram and get to see everybody's progress on things. But I'm going to start a couple of things in May. As the mood hits me, we've got a lot coming up in May, and that kind of leads me into life. So with May coming up, like I said, it's just overwhelming. My oldest is turning 21 this year in May. Then I have my twins who are turning 18 in May. Excuse me. The pollen here has been absolutely horrible, and allergies are nasty, nasty things. So my twins are turning 18 in May. My oldest is turning 21 in May. My twins are graduating high school in May. My younger two are doing high school track, and usually the season ends the first weekend in May. This year they've moved everything back for our high school league to where the season doesn't end until the middle of May. So there's a lot going on. We still have several meets left to go for that. We have 2 graduations, 1 day of graduation, but 2 people are graduating. 3 people are having birthdays. There's a Mother's Day in there. There's just a lot. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to stitch every day. So the thought of doing stuff to where I have something to stitch on every day in May, it just was overwhelming. So that's where we've been. We've had soccer games. This week is the last game for my youngest for her junior high team. And then, like I said, we still have track meets. We've had soccer games for the past few weeks. We've had track meets for the past few weeks. The older 3 are doing school and been very busy with their classes. And it's been busy. And I try not to complain about how busy I am, because I know there's going to come a day where all of this will end and they'll be on their own, and I'm going to miss it. So for those of you who have young kids, enjoy it. It goes by so fast. Like I said, my twins are graduating. My oldest will be graduating college in December. I don't feel that old. I don't feel old enough to have all these people graduating from high school and college, but I am. So, shout outs. I've already talked about Angie, the Hibernation Stitcher. I have a couple of other people I want to shout out from the Under 1,000 Subs Club. If you don't know what that is, please go check out Sarah at I think it's Sarah King. It was Our Stitching Kingdom. I'm not sure if she's changed her name to just Sarah King, but she was talking about this. There's several, she and several others had gotten together and decided they were going to do shout outs and a hashtag for the Under 1,000 Subs Club. For those people who don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but they've got good Flosstube channels, and you should go follow them. At least go check them out. And the first one is Katie Did Stitches, and I've been following her. She and I actually started Flosstubes the same week in August in 2019. And she took a little bit of a hiatus for the past few months, and I can't really say anything because I've taken several over the course of the last 2 years. But she's returned. She's got a new name. Her new name is Katie Did Stitches. And she's just got some amazing projects. So y'all go check her out. And the other one is Farm Boys Love. My friend Pam from here in South Carolina with me. Y'all check her out. She does some really beautiful work, and she's just such a pleasure. And y'all should definitely check her out as well. And then haul. I do have some haul because it's been a few weeks, and like I said, I was buying stuff to kit up for Mania, and then I'm not. And then also, one of my friends, her daughter is also graduating this year because her daughter's friends with my daughters and the same age as my daughters, and she asked me if I would stitch something for her. Well, her daughter loves monograms. I'm not sure I have the time to get an entire monogram done, but I'm going to do something similar to this, but with the letter of her name. So I'm going to do something similar to this, but instead of, and these are lovely letters from La Di Da, which I just bought to do this, and I thought I can use this for lots of other projects in the future. But instead of doing it in the blacks on the tan, she said that her daughter likes purples and pinks. So I'm going to do it on Wisteria from Color and Cotton, which was this month's, actually no, it was the March 2021 fabric of the month from Color and Cotton. I'm going to do it on this Wisteria, and I'm going to do it in Concord from Weeks Dye Works. And I think those purples will look really pretty together. And then I'll pick some sort of green to do the little leaves in. There are little leaves with these different letters. So I'll do a green for the leaves on here that coordinates with this, but I thought that would be really pretty. So that will be started this week. Not May, in April, so I can get it done for her daughter's graduation in June. Her daughter goes to a different school. My girls are homeschooled, so our homeschool group graduates and does their graduation in May. But the schools around here are doing their graduation in June. And then I also bought, I'm going to do this as a gift for my neighbor who collects nutcrackers. This is Royal Nutcrackers from Bobby G Designs. And I love this. This is going to be a gift for him, for this family. Not sure if it'll be this year. It might be 2022 when they get this, or 2025, depending on how long it takes me. But I love these colors, the bright colors. So I haven't picked fabric. I haven't pulled floss. So this might get started in May. It might not get started until June. And then I also bought December from the Cricut collection. I have finished January through June. I have July, August, September, October kitted up, ready to start. I was going to start those for Mania. I'm going to start July in May. I'm not sure about the others. I may wait, finish July, start the next one instead of having all 6 of them on the go at the same time. So this is December. I've ordered November. I ordered November and something else from Beach Cottage Stitchers mid-April, and I have not heard anything about it shipping or anything. I sent them an email this morning asking for the status of that order. So I'm hoping I'll hear something soon that at least it's shipped, hopefully, because I'd kind of like to get that one in the mail soon. I think I also ordered a fabric with that to go with a couple of other projects. So I'm kind of hoping they'll all come in soon. And then I ordered Hands-On Designs, A Year of Celebrations. I am obviously so far behind because everybody sorry, y'all, these allergies. I keep feeling like I have pollen just collecting in my throat. But I've seen so many people stitching these, and yeah, I love them. They're cute. Now I want to do them. So I'm behind everybody else who have already started these, finished these, FFO'd these. If you're new to CrossStitch or Flosstube, FFO is a fully finished object, of which I've not shown one probably my entire time doing Flosstubes. I don't finish things, like completely finish them. I finish stitching them and then they languish. I will get some fully finished objects soon to show, I promise. But that's all my haul. So now I'm going to leave y'all with my quote. This week's quote is from Mother Teresa. Spread love wherever you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. I'm trying to be a more positive person. I know that did not come across very much. I've complained. I complain a lot, and I don't like to be a complainer. I don't know why I do it. I'm more of a glass half empty, I guess, and I'm trying to become more of a glass half full. So I'm trying to spread love wherever I go. And hopefully you all are much more positive than I am, and you already do this. If you don't, spread love wherever you go this week. Y'all stay happy, stay healthy, keep stitching. Bye.